show you today is a mixture of simple visualizations with additional, some people would call sacred geometry or science. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to establish that if you ever have any given situation, what you want to do is you just want to drop a dot somewhere and then you want to circle it. Okay. Now I'm circling it so I get a little bit of effect here. And immediately I want you guys to notice something, especially for you video game lovers. You immediately have a reticule. And at the center of that reticule is really you. For right now, that's where your focus is. That's your bullseye. You do have your north. You do have your south. You do have your east. And you do have your west. Now, you have your news, if you will. Okay? And reality is, there's a few other pieces to this that I can put in, but I'm going to keep it simple for right now. Later on, I will show you some additional things that will help you understand that this circle is representative of your situation. So we can go this route. We can say situation. Okay. That's the situation you're in. Now the reality then becomes, okay, if I'm in this situation, what situation could I be in? And this brings us to the same thing. Still got your north, south, your east, and your west. Now, what I want to kind of show you in a certain sense is that you can connect these two lines. And now you have, in real time, created space-time. It's the same thing as saying start, stop, and everything in between. All right? You can still circle those. You still got the same thing. All right, so you can say start, the reason for these cross lines here is it gives you an instant way to kind of see that this is a 3D sphere. This is not a flat circle. This is a 3D sphere. Okay? So now you have your start and stop, as you can kind of see. Now with your north, south, east, and west, if we were just to focus on this being you, east is in, west is out. Those of you that do any type of motion graphics or Flash developers from back in the day, you have ease in and ease out. Okay. You have, let's just make this Earth. And we'll make this heaven. Some of you may have heard the term on earth as in heaven. Some of you would also recognize this as the circle that represents the zodiac. Okay. Some of you will recognize this as the we'll do it over here. Da Vinci's man. Those are the legs. That's the head. All right. Now, this is also your clock. Since you have your 12 there, you have your clock, you have your zodiac circle, you have as above, so below, heaven above, you have earth below. Okay. You still have your overall situation that's surrounding you. Now, this also represents the mind. And via the mind, you have internal thinking. You have things that are based on what's going on inside of you, and you have things that are based on what's going on outside of you. We also said that this was a timeline. So you have the ability to bridge where you're at currently to where you want to be. What that means is you have the ability to figure out what steps you want to take. You have the ability to figure out how to get there. You have the ability to see more of what's involved. And it doesn't have to be anything, super strenuous. It doesn't have to be super hard to figure out, what's what and who's who. You just have to kind of look at your situation. And once again, you can drop 2 dots. You could connect them. Circle those same dots. And you can get a sense of where you're at with things. All right? Once again, there are different lessons that you can learn here. You can figure out some additional things, and we'll go ahead and pull this together with the map of the mind here. So it's going to go back to that north, south, east, and west. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you kind of what those quadrants mean. So when we have these 4 quadrants, you're going to now learn what each quadrant means. So let's get ready to pull those out.